Greetings and welcome. A couple weeks before Christmas, Greg from Tiger727 sends me a text and tells me he dropped off a package that he sent, so I should be on the lookout for it. And I imagine that'll be an envelope that fits in my mailbox. But the day after Christmas, I look out my window and I see my substitute mailman staggering up my drive lugging a massive box. Of course, I don't offer to go outside and help. I'm just watching from my window. But when I do finally go out and see what it is, I saw that it was from Greg. So I instantly text him and tell him he failed to mention that I would need a forklift to bring the package or this massive box into my house. It was December 26th, but it felt like Christmas all over again. He sent this card, and it read, "I hope some of these items find a place in your collection. I know you're a set collector, so there are some starter sets. Also included is the Caminiti book that you said you would be interested in reading. Merry Christmas to you and your family." And Abraham Lincoln once said, "My best friend is a person who will give me a book that I have not read." And that's definitely the case for Greg. I am really excited to read this book on Caminiti. And I'm going to do my best to show everything that was sent and maintain a short video. As you know, I hate wasting other people's valuable time, so I try to keep my videos short. But there is so much amazing items in the box that Greg sent. And the first thing that stood out to me was how well Greg understands my collection and what teams and players I follow. Everything you see in the backdrop were in the box. The Mutombo Beckett, which also the Larry Johnson Beckett, these basketball starter sets, the 91 Wild Card, the 92 Upper Deck, and the 93 Stadium Club. I love 90s basketball. And a lot of the other cards I thought would be best displayed on a tabletop format, just to be able to see them all, and I'm going to show those at the end. But Greg, thank you so much. If you're not familiar with Greg at Tiger727, please sub him. Greg's not a guy who's out there begging for supporters or subs. There's no clickbait videos with him. He's not putting out videos only because they get a lot of views. He's a guy who loves cards, loves the hobby, and loves to help others build their collection. He's one of the great ambassadors for the hobby. Obviously, he has one of the greatest Tiger collections you'll see, but he's also thinking about others and seeing cards that makes him think of other collectors, and he buys them or he trades for them, and he sets them aside. Next thing you know, he's giving your mailman hernia from lugging up this box to your front porch. So Greg, thanks again. I couldn't believe all this. And here are a couple more 100 cards that he sent. But Greg sent about 53 Marshall Faulk cards. So pretty much that playoff momentum is really cool. Pretty much has made me a Marshall Faulk super collector overnight. But being a huge Colts fan and a St. Louis Rams fan, I don't mind. And that Fleer 95 with the IndyCar is one of my favorites of his. And non-Marshall Faulk, but still hitting the Colts PC. Some 57 reprints. Marvin Harrison, Captain Comeback. Another Harbaugh. Peyton Manning. Jeff George. I had a friend who went to college with Jeff George, and he's got a couple stories that are not YouTube friendly, but very entertaining. Greg sent a bunch of these action-packed basketball cards, and I wasn't too familiar with them, but I thought they were super, super cool. I loved all the coaches in them as well. Such a cool Jack Ramsey. And Greg was understood my love for the Pacers and Larry Bird. Well, Dikembe Mutombo. Then nothing but net. Larry Bird, such a cool card. The Fleer Metal Jerry Stackhouse rookie. Those were really awesome. And Greg sent football cards, basketball cards, so might as well send baseball cards as well. Just a nice stack of Cardinals and Frank Thomas cards for my son. It's a cool Edmonds. Pretty cool stadium club of Pujols back when he played third base / outfield. So thank you so much, Greg. I loved everything. I appreciate it. This was so much fun to go through. And thank you for watching, and enjoy your collection.